Well, good morning, Facebook. I didn't see you come in. You may notice that today's angle for the live stream is slightly different, and that's because the iPad that I usually use to stream the Daily Dish will not connect to the internet, so I'm using my phone. Fortunately, my phone is connected just fine to the Wi-Fi, because ain't no way I'd be doing this on data. But I also fortunately just recently got an iPhone because my old phone was a piece of junk and couldn't do Facebook live streams. So we'll get this all kicked off. I kind of actually like the way this looks. Maybe this is better. Maybe I'll just do it for my phone every day. I don't know. It's certainly easier to type on my phone than it is on the tablet. Phone typing is always easier than tablets for some reason, and everybody seems to corroborate that. But here we go.
It's the Daily Dish.
A bunch of billboards popped up yesterday in New York City and LA that simply said, "Netflix is a joke," in bold black letters set against a white background. That's it. Naturally, this confusing occurrence was trending all over social media. Some people were confused, thought it might be some kind of smear campaign. I figured if anyone was blasting Netflix's name out on billboards with no context, it had to be Netflix themselves, and I think most people probably agreed. Turns out we were right. Netflix was promoting their upcoming slate of comedies and stand-up specials, and they're expected to expand the ad campaign in the coming weeks with spots featuring comics like Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Dave Chappelle, who are all developing exclusive stand-up specials for the streaming service. They were pretty forthright with this information after the initial buzz, but even if they hadn't been, that's what effective marketing is all about. Buzz. And now, Quantasia Sharpton, the woman suing Usher for exposing her to herpes, is backtracking on her claim that the two of them made a sex tape together. Or rather, her attorney, Lisa Bloom, is backtracking for her. The sex tape news broke in an interview Tuesday, and Bloom says it was all a misunderstanding and that there is no sex tape. Seems like the attorney probably had no idea her client was even doing the interview, and now she's doing damage control. Usher is not quite in the clear yet, since Bloom does still believe the surveillance footage of him and Quantasia meeting in the lobby of a Days Inn is out there. But I was already skeptical of Quantasia's claims, and if you lie about one thing, I have a hard time believing any of the rest of your story. And American Idol is still struggling to land judges thanks to the $25 million they blew on Katy Perry's one-year salary. Sources say their talent budget is capped at $40 million, and with the $10 million they're giving Ryan Seacrest to host, that leaves $5 million for the rest of the judges. Producers have a secret weapon, though: their partnership with Disney. They're going to try and lure judges in, not just with money, but with Disney-related perks to sweeten the deal, including things like production, licensing, and merchandising deals, as well as theme park partnerships. So you know how Aerosmith is featured in the Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios? That kind of thing. Purportedly, they've made an offer to Luke Bryan to be judge number 2, but he's not locked in yet. They better hurry, because auditions are just a couple weeks away.
Billy the Kid in the morning. Next.
I feel good today, Facebook. I don't know why. Actually, I think I do know why. I woke up early this morning, about 3:30, and I went and I got coffee outside my house. So by the time I got to work, I had already had coffee in my system for almost an hour. So I got here a little bit early. I was able to do a bunch of show prep, get a bunch of things done, take my time and let that coffee flow. And I think coffee has a maximum effective range of about 3 hours for me, which is why I'm on cup number 2. So from 4 to 7 o'clock, get another coffee. And that's how we survive. Anyway, Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, about 3 hours from now. Last episode of the week, because it is Thursday, short week. So we'll no doubt be discussing this Usher sex tape in greater detail, as well as a few other things that we wrote down yesterday, and I forgot. But it's going to be great, because it's always a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, thanks for listening, and I will see you at 10:30 alongside Scott for the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Until then, farewell.